Hey everybody, Frugal Farmer here. Got a memory that happened. I was about 4 or 5 years old. I wasn't in school. My mom used to shop at a grocery store called the Colonial. I don't know if it was a chain or what, but the building's still around. It's a Piggly Wiggly now. And I used to go to with my mom to the grocery store, and you'd carry like your drink bottles in there. They had an honor system, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, you can just tell them you brought bottles back. Oh, no, you didn't do that unless you actually brought the bottles back. Because it was up to you to be honorable about it. Well, anyway, back to my story. I had gotten where I'd get me a candy bar and act like I was walking to my mom to put it in the buggy. Well, I'd get back in the back, slip back there, and hide and eat it. I think I did it once, maybe twice. One day I went back there and came out. It was either the second or third time. I didn't get away with it a lot. And I walked to where my mom was at. And first thing she asked me is, what you been eating? So in my mind, my 4 or 5 year old mind, I thought she had seen me. I said, a candy bar. She said, you pay for that candy bar? And I didn't have no money. I said, no, ma'am. Well, she grabbed my arm, and up to the front of the store we went where the manager was. The manager was a man named John. So my mama proceeded to tell John that I was a shoplifter, and I'd been stealing candy bars. Well, John picks up the phone, one of my rotary dial phones. I hear the thing dialing. I don't count how many dials, but it's dialing. He says, hello, this is the sheriff's department. So we got a young man down here stealing candy bars. We need you to send a car, maybe two. Well, at this point, I don't know whether to break out crying, to mess my pants, or pass out. I didn't know how I'd get any pity out of this deal, because it weren't good. Well, John was on the phone, or he was having a conversation on the phone. He described me, what I looked like, what I was wearing, and wondered if they had room in the jail down there for me. And I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I was petrified. So he had a couple uh-huhs, yep, and he was still looking at me. So he hung up the phone, didn't say anything for a minute. So he told my mom, he said, ma'am, he said, they said for you to keep him in your custody. If he does anything, you bring him down there and they'll lock him up immediately. So I was delirious at this point. I didn't know. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And I never made myself at home eating nothing like that in the store again. I don't even go in stores with other store bags usually. I just don't feel good about it. If I do, I'll make sure I've got the receipt of where I purchased it. And this gentleman, John, that was the manager, he pulled my butt out of another bind. I appreciate what he did. You know, a lot of people, oh, that could have scarred me. Yeah, I needed to have been scarred. And when my daddy got home and his big catcher's mitt hand tore my tail up, you know, I found a new respect for other people's stuff. And but John worked with the fire department, and I was cleaning my place up. It's been 30 years ago, I guess. And fire got away from me, and I was fighting it with everything I had. Well, just so happened, somebody called the fire department. It wasn't me, but who would come up? It'd be John. He looked at how that fire was going, he says, everything all right? And I said, oh, yeah. Well, I think he sensed everything wasn't all right. So he said, you mind if I give my boys some practice, let them put out some of these fires for you? I said, oh, let them practice. I said, I'd be glad to contribute. And he just laughed. And I never talked with him about what happened when I was little. I always wish I had talked with him, but I imagine I wasn't the first one that did that, and wasn't going to be the last. I still got a fondness for Musketeer bars, but I pay for them now. And I appreciate my mom for what she did that day, too. Taught me a valuable lesson. Thanks for stopping by and listening to me. Come back again when you will. Share, comment, like. Hit that subscribe button. God bless. Oh, hit that video in the left corner. We'll go talk about switches. God bless.